my God, we're live. I don't know why I'm doing walking. This is the 81st edition of the Countdown, a top 10 show here on the Peersco, where it's often movie related. We're going to start doing more stuff outside of movies. Favorite potato chip. But I'm JP, I'm joined here with my great brother, great t shirt brother, Jacob, the Barber, Barbarino, the Barber Schmidt, the Barbinator, Barber Saul the Fourth. How you doing?
Doing great, yes. Gray shirt brothers. When you get to number 100, are you going to do a top 100 countdown and just go for like 6 hours?
Now my plan was to see the top 10 favorite episodes of Countdown, uh,
With
and
honorable.
see like watch all of them with me.
I'm pretty sure I've been on enough that I can just make the list of the ones I've been on.
Just gonna vote for the ones you're on, yeah. But yeah, we are talking about the one, the only Captain Jack Sparrow, Mr. Ed Wood. Sometimes he's got scissors for hands. Sometimes he's a barber that'll kill you. Sometimes he's just in the nick of time. The one, the only. I did not poop in the bed. That was her, Johnny Depp. Great actor. I'm glad that maybe we'll start getting back to seeing more of Depp in the future because we kind of Depp dry in the last few years with other situations, if you will. But yeah, much love for the Dexter. This is Jacob. This is your decision. I know you like. I know a couple movies that you'll have higher on your list. We'll see if we'll link at the top. But what's in your honorable mentions? What's not quite in the top 10 for you in Johnny Depp land?
Yeah, not quite in the top. And I realized that I have a few blind spots. So if you're wondering, where's this movie? I probably haven't seen it yet. Um, so my honorable mentions at 15, I have Rango. At 14, I have Secret Window. I think that one's a little bit underrated. I know some people don't like it. I like it. Into the Woods plays the big bad wolf because, the dude can sing. Put him in musicals, which is weird because at number 12, I have Crybaby, and he doesn't actually sing in that one. They don't know what they were missing out on. And at 11, I have Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah, fair enough. For me, number 15, I have Blow. It doesn't blow. It's a pretty good movie. Number 4 is Fantastic Beasts, their Potter spinoff here. Some fun, charming stuff there. Number 13, Mr. Burns' Sleepy Hollow. Maybe that's why I was doing walking. Shit, that was Travolta. Damn it. Number 12, Betty and June. Very delightful movie. And number 11, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
Oh, okay.
Now we are in our 10 schemes here. What's at the tip of the top of your list? Or something like
Number 10, I believe his first role, A Nightmare on Elm Street, where he's just playing a normal high school kid. That's all he is. He's just a normal high school kid, and yeah, I mean he's not given like an out of this world performance. It's a very good first time performance, but I think the movie around him is pretty good, and I think he's solid enough. Were we doing like a top 10 Johnny Depp performances? I don't know if this would make the list, but since we're talking movies in general, this one kicked off a franchise that I think is beloved in the horror community, and it is October, so why not show the horror franchise some love?
Yeah, Nightmare. Maybe I'll talk about that later. Coming in by number 10 here. A movie that he unfortunately wasn't supposed to be in. By that I mean because it was unfortunately the late passing of Heath Ledger out of the Imaginarium of Director for Narcissus, which luckily for the story, it actually does work out that they kind of put in him, Colin Farrell, and Jude Law kind of playing him in different types of the movies here, different locations, stream sequences of the movies here. It's from Terry Gilliam. For the most part, I don't think you can feel that it's a little bit of a they had to kind of make it some left turns to finish the product here. But it actually, like I said, it works closely for the story here. There's some great visuals here, some quirky storytelling here. So it's a pretty interesting film to watch. What you got number 9?
Number 9, another one where he's playing just a normal guy. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? And I think for me, like this movie again, if we were talking performances, don't know if this one would be on the list, but I think the movie around him is really solid. I think Leonardo DiCaprio, a young Leo, is giving a great performance. That scene where he finds, Mama dead in his bed, like, oh my goodness, that scene. I think he plays that really well. And then yeah, Johnny Depp is just a normal older brother trying to make things happen for his family. I think the story. I think it's just a wonderful film, and one that I haven't revisited in a while. Since we were talking Johnny
I'm
Depp
losing
movies,
you a little bit here.
and since we're talking
There we go.
so I have a fan going behind me, so maybe that was hitting the
No,
microphone.
it was more the maybe the drowning I felt.
Okay, well, but yeah, no, number 9. What's eating Gilbert Grape? Chocolat is
Chocolate.
a honorable mention to the honorable mentions. Like
Yeah, his
16.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Chocolate, From Hell, Dead Man, and Public Enemies. Once Upon a Time is probably my honorable. Coming in line number 9 was an honorable of yours from the director of the first 3 Pirates is his animated outfit, Rango. His movie that's actually grown on me over time here. Again, it's not necessarily something I would recommend for like a 6-year-old, not necessarily because it's super dark. There's a couple of slightly dark-ish moments here, but I think it's just a bigger, better, like more grown-up animated movie here. There's just really fun references to other movies here. I love the animation of it here. The main character itself, I think, again, very. I don't know if it was written with Depp in mind, but I think he elevates even that with his voice, the way he plays Rango, the main character here. And yeah, it's worth a watch. It's even worth a second watch if you haven't seen it in a while. What's your number 8?
My number 8 is a movie that I've only seen one time, but I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Johnny Depp, Al Pacino, and Donnie Brasco. Yeah, I think, Al Pacino is, and this is, before Al Pacino was starting to take roles just because, he wanted to be in movies. He was still, Al Pacino, and I think Johnny Depp was acting right alongside him. And I think anytime they were on screen together, like they had great chemistry. And I thought they worked really well together. Again, I've only seen it the one time, so it's possible it moves up the list. But right now, it's sitting at number 8.
I'm on number 8. I'm sure this movie won't get brought up by you. I don't think you like it. Demon Barber, Sweet Town, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street here. That again my musical here. Another Tim Burton outfit here. Not the first, not the last movie Tim Burton collaboration as well here. So, if you have musical sometimes, this one works for me just because it is a super intriguing tale. It's also a darker musical, obviously, if you've seen it or the stage play. And I think he does pretty good in it too. I don't know if he's a great singer, but he's good in his own tone and way. So I think he's good in this. What's your number 7?
My number 7 is Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, the one that started it all. The one that I believe he got an Oscar nomination for acting. It's crazy to me that this, and I think there was another one where I'm like, oh, he was nominated for that for acting, because it just doesn't seem like those are the movies that get nominated in those categories, it's just a fun, kickoff to the franchise. It's a fun adventure film. I think Johnny Depp is, he takes the character and he just owns it as Captain Jack Sparrow. So, just a really, really fantastic start to the franchise. Not the best franchise in terms of quality. I feel like it does dip as we move on, but it started off strong, like with a bang. And so, shout out Curse of the Black Pearl.
For my number 7, I'm only a notch above you for Donnie Brasco coming in my number 7. Again, it's a good undercover story here. I really like Depp. I also like the kind of elements of, Depp almost really starts to even kind of get into it here. This is just between him and Anne Hayes, played by his wife, of how, undercover he really kind of maybe starts to get in his own mind. There's good chemistry and a good, will Pacino find out kind of thing, kind of similar to what you can see later on in The Departed, if you will. So, what you got at number 6?
Number 6, we're moving right along. It's not because we have another podcast in half an hour.
We're not long-winded. And also Lonely March, 10 o'clock. PWI.
My number 6, I believe, was one of your honorable mentions, Sleepy Hollow. I think Sleepy Hollow. And get ready because this is the start of, I believe, 5 Johnny Depp, Tim Burton collaborations. in a row as far as my list goes. Um, yeah, Sleepy Hollow I think is a really good. It's a very it's one of those horror movies, but it's not like super scary. It doesn't like it's not one that you're gonna like have any like nightmares about. You're not gonna be like, oh, I shouldn't watch that in the dark. I shouldn't watch that alone. It's like it's got its moments. The headless horseman can be a little you know scary. Christopher Walken. That's you're I can't do a Christopher Walken. I'm not even gonna try.
Oh, come on, Barbara, try.
But no, it's just a really good movie. It's one of those that I revisit every October, so I'll probably be watching it within the next couple weeks at least. Which I could probably say about a number of these next movies. But yeah, Sleepy Hollow, very very good movie.
My number six, bringing off of your number 10, we got the first Nightmare on Elm Street here. Yeah, as you said before, I am personally ranking more of the overall movie than a performance of Willem Dafoe with Bloodline movies. Or I love him. So yeah, because again, he's just kind of if you will, the potential boyfriend, love interest, and one of the great, maybe one of the great first at least Devil of this franchise, the first great gnarly kill as well. The way he goes, spoilers, is pretty fantastic, iconic. There's even a chance you've never seen the movie, you just have seen that scene in highlight reels, if you will. And again, the concept, I've always loved the concept of an outside the box horror idea. Now, this is about a guy who gets you in your dreams, which means you're kind of screwed. Like, we all got to sleep sometimes. So I've always kind of loved that concept, and you can have a lot of fun with it. Some of the sequels have fun. Some of the sequels have too much fun. It's pretty grounded here with just the gore and just the fun. I like gory actually because that one film. What you got at number five?
It makes the phrase "I'll sleep when I'm dead" a little more real. Number five, I have Corpse Bride, um, one of another animated film. And I've said this multiple times, and I'll probably keep saying it. Stop motion is my favorite form of animation. I just think the craft and then the work that goes into it is just amazing. And the world that they were able to create, like the afterlife and the underworld, I thought was really cool. The creature designs, all of that. The music is fantastic, and yeah, it's just a really easy 80-minute watch. I think Johnny Depp is giving a really good voice performance. So much so that I didn't realize it was him at first, even though it's not too much different from his his normal voice. But I was like, is that Johnny Depp? Okay, that's Johnny Depp. And yeah, so great music, great stop motion, great animation. I wish Tim Burton would do at least one more stop motion animation before he decides to hang it up. I don't know what he's got planned next. I know he's got Wednesday going on, but I don't know as far as movies what he's got next. But yeah, do more animation because you're really good at it.
And do original stuff. Stop remaking. My number five was your number nine. I got to look at Give a Grape. I think we're kind of now in the territory, at least because I really, really kind of love. Yeah, no, I just think it's a great family tale here. I mean, Johnny Depp in the middle of lots of chaos, especially his brother and Leonardo DiCaprio is giving a great performance here. His mother, who's cast out somebody in her life, having some of those actual issues as well. Yeah, no, just a really great engaging tale. Directed by Lasse Hallström, too, routine with them on Chocolat. So if you ever wondering why Johnny Depp comes up in Chocolat, because they had a previous connection. So yeah, it will take another great, but it's a great. I think it's a really good young performance from him too. He's kind of straight man in the group, but he's really good. What you got number four?
My number four is your number eight, Sweeney Tood. Uh, sorry, Sweeney Todd,
Okay.
the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. This used to be like my favorite movie. I used to say this was my number one. But as I've watched other movies or as I've rewatched movies, this has kind of gone down the list as those have climbed up. But that's not to say I still don't really love this movie because I do. I've probably seen this movie. It's probably one of my most rewatched movies because I think the music is just really good. I think the story. I've never seen the stage play. I've never seen the musical. I've only seen the movie, and I think yeah, Johnny Depp, really good. Yeah, this was one. Yeah, he was nominated for an Oscar for this performance, and Curse of the Black Pearl, which I think is like those aren't movies that I see getting acting nominations. I see them getting maybe visual effects or stuff like that, like technical awards. And then Johnny Depp's like, here, let me just give an Oscar-worthy performance in a movie about a demon barber cutting throats. Um, and then when I cut those throats, the lady below me is going to cut them up and put them in pies. Um, Oscar bait. But yeah, no, it's really good. Alan Rickman is fantastic as Judge Turpin. Helena Bonham Carter as Mrs. Lovett, I think is great. Yeah, like I said, the music. Um, yeah, once the kills start, like once that ramps up, like it gets going, and yeah, I think it's fantastic.
I like it. I don't know if you can tell what my number four is going to be. For a second. Uh, Eddie
What?
Sis, Edward Scissorhands. I think what was this? Tim Burton and him collaborating on this one here. No, this is early, quirky, wonderfully world building Tim Burton here with Johnny Depp here. This is what would start, of course, their little, several films together, romance here. And no, and I'm all for it here, man. You get him super deep with Winona, hot off of Beetlejuice. Again, just the intrigue, the heart, the humor, like it's all kind of there, man. This is a solid film to hold up, I think, for the most part. What you got at number three?
I agree because my number three is Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, and I agree with everything you said. I think this is one of those movies, for Tim Burton at least, that's like the best of both worlds for him because it's got all those bright colors like you see in Pee Wee's Big Adventure or a Big Fish, but then it's also got that really dark tone that you see in like a Beetlejuice or a Batman, Batman Return. So I think it's like the best of both worlds. And like you said, the charm is there, the heartwarming stuff is there, and it's one of those fun movies. Like, hey, it's Christmas time. You want to come over and watch a movie? Oh, what are we gonna watch? Oh, we're gonna watch Edward Scissorhands. So yeah, it's one of those fun like non-Christmas movies. And yeah, just really good.
Oh yeah. But number three, again, more movies that I really like. Finding Neverland comes in at my number three. Despite the playwright J.M. Barrie going to write, of course, Peter Pan and whatnot. And again, just a super charming, sweet movie between him, sweet chemistry between him, not only Kate Winslet, but also this is kind of the first thing that I remember from young Freddie Highmore, the kid in this as well. Um, yeah, I think Mark Forrest, I think it's a really cool kind of eclectic director too. Did other Stranger Than Fiction and Stay, Man Called Otto. So just I think everyone's on point here, and this is a movie that I think will really kind of warm the cockles of even my dark black heart and yours. What you got number two?
My number two is Ed Wood. Ed Wood is just it's so good. I think it's Tim Burton's best. Spoilers. That means I don't have another Tim Burton movie on my list, and that's okay. Sorry, Alice in Wonderland, you didn't make the cut. Um, but yeah, it's about the director Ed Wood, and just kind of his style of filmmaking. But I think more so than that, it also kind of doubles as like the last days of Bela Lugosi, and that's not something I picked up on until like the third or fourth rewatch. But we really hit that as well. Um, and it's got a stacked cast. I love the black and white, the cinematography here. I think yeah, the chemistry, the friendship that builds between Ed Wood and Bela Lugosi, I think just absolutely stands out, and I think Tim Burton handles that really well. Um, yeah, I think Martin Landau was Best Supporting Actor this year. If he didn't win it, he was absolutely nominated and deservingly so. It's a shame that this is not one of those performances that Depp was nominated for because I think this is his best performance. Like I think he's just absolutely fantastic in this movie. Um, but yeah, no, it was really close between this and my number one. Like these are both in my top 15 just overall movies. I absolutely love them.
I can't believe we both have the Taurus as our number one. Because I agree. My number two is Ed Wood. Keep that trailer up, Jordan. I will, Jordan. No, I mean, literally just quick ditto to everything you just said here. First, I am a sucker to a degree about movies about movies. You know what I mean? I like that kind of inside that world. To get a little bit of that here. Bill Murray can see in the trailer here. Shout out to Martin Landau, who years later would be Sal Bandini. Want to wrestle, like you said, getting the award, rightfully so here. Yeah, Dev's fantastic too. I mean, this is again a unique performance that I almost don't even want to imagine anyone else playing it but Johnny Depp. That's how good it is, and yeah, it's a great film. We are now at the nitty gritty number one Johnny Depp film, and why is it Nick of Time?
My number one is Alice Through the Looking Glass, obviously.
Stop it.
My number one is Finding Neverland. I think this movie is just it's so good. Like you said about the playwright J.M. Barrie and how he like kind of discovers Peter Pan through this family and through this kid. Yeah, and I think the bond that they build is really special and really good, and the bond he builds with family and the mother who ends up, spoilers if you haven't seen this 21-year-old movie, ends up getting sick and then ultimately, sorry, bye bye. But like that whole scene where they bring the play to her, and she's getting emotional, and like I'm getting emotional like with her. It doesn't matter how many times I see it.
I'm not. It's just allergies.
I get it, like every single time. I think it's so good. Like I said, I think Ed Wood might be his best performance, but like as far as overall movie, like I think start to finish and just the emotion that you feel, and just the seeing the imagination at play too, and like how he gets all the kids to watch opening night. I think, and seeing the lighter side of things for like all these sophisticated adults in attendance. I don't know why I said it that way. Like there's just a lot of heartwarming, scenes, a lot of creativity, a lot of imagination, and yeah. Also, shout out Dustin Hoffman. I think he was fantastic in this movie as well in his limited screen time. But yeah, Finding Neverland, love it. It's actually my number 6. Like it's number 6 on my all-time list. Like I love it.
Oh yeah, very nice, very nice. Yeah, no, I love that movie. Here's Happy to Say it's number one. I was slightly afraid you were to mention Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. My number one is actually down to your number 7. It kicked off a huge ass franchise. It gave him the Oscar nomination, Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, Curse of the Black Pearl. I don't think we use the Lego movie as a reference of a movie that like made me go, oh, I'll never judge a book on its cover again, because I was like, a Lego movie with those yellow bricks, that's not gonna suck. But I think Pirates might have been the first one that like really proved me wrong, because I remember thinking like, the ride, is there even a story to that? Like a pirate movie? Like when's the last time a pirate movie has worked? And it does work. You give a good director, Gore Verbinski, who, like I said, who also did the next two, as well as Ringo. He's got, I think, he had a great scope and vision for it here. They had the money, so the action's on point, the characters are on point. I like Lord Bloom and Knightley, but Johnny Depp, the guy we're talking about here tonight, boy, he took this character who could have been, a B character in, 1 or 2 movies, and just made it genuinely the star. That's who we want in every sequel. Like I don't think maybe someday when he's passed, we try doing a reboot. You can't do Jack Sparrow. Maybe Jack Sparrow Jr. There's only one and only Jack Sparrow. Supposedly he's still in love with the character too. It's something that he doesn't mind, going to hospitals as a character, or like Charity as a character, and that's why he's come back for several more movies here. He's so funny, and you said it before too. I was gonna say it now, like this is not, this is a PG-13 action adventure movie, a summer blockbuster. This is not an Oscar normal bait movie, you know what I mean? And the fact that they gave him the credit and gave him the nomination, I think is that next level of like he's just that good, like a Robert Downey Jr. in a Tropic Thunder. Like sometimes, like even though those movies don't scream Oscar, when you're that good and people love it that much, I think you got to give it up for them. And so yeah, Pirates is one that I can go to anytime, including now, and have so much fun with it. Pirates of the Caribbean, which I always misspell. It's one R, 2 B's. Okay, you think I tried? I think I put Caribbean. I think there was 2 R's, 1 R. So that is The top 10. Leo Logan in the chat, thrown out from 10-1. So for Little Las Vegas, we both tend to say that is blind sauce for both of us. Benny and June, Blow, Finding Neverland, Sweeney Todd, Johnny Brasco, Wizzy Gilbert Grape, Pirates, Eddie Sizz, and Eddie Woods. So, yeah, kind of very similar to our list to a degree. I mentioned Benny and June in my honorables. Fear and Loathing is weirdly enough a big, probably my number one blind spot. I would imagine maybe your number one to a degree.
Yeah.
So, yeah, another good list there. Jacob, you want to go through your 10 again? And they were long, so we had to go to the scrolly one.
Right. It's that Curse of the Black Pearl, which you didn't even write all of it out.
Oh, no, I originally did, and then I deleted because I was trying to make it fit, but then it just, there's no way I can make all 10 fit.
Right. Number 10, I have A Nightmare on Elm Street. Number 9, I have What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Number 8 is Donnie Brasco. Number 7, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. Number 6 is Sleepy Hollow. Number 5 is Corpse Bride. And number 4, I have Sweeney Todd. Number 3, Edward Scissorhands. Number 2 is Ed Wood. And number 1 is Finding Neverland.
Yeah, boy, mine 10 here is The Imaginary of Dr. Narcissus. Number 9, Ringo. Number 8, Sweeney Todd. Demon Robert Fleet Street. Number 7, Donnie Brasco. Number 6, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Number 5, What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Number 4, Edward Scissorhands. Number 3, Finding the Neverlands. Number 2, Ed Wood. And number 1, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Jacob, that's the episode. Closing parting words.
Come watch us in 15 minutes on the Lonely Marks. And if you're not watching this live, go check out the Lonely Marks every Thursday at 10 p.m.
Yes, we're always talking about the world of wrestling here. Me and the Jacob, usually, and the Richie and the he's the barber, and the Nemo of Richie Rariarity. This was going to be a fun one. We're not only discussing all the news and notes, TNA Invasion and NXT. We're talking about PWI 500, doing a bit of a Drasky here. Let's all fight over who gets Pierre Tozawa. For Jacob, for me, for you, everything, everywhere, all at once. We love you guys more than you'll ever know. Like, subscribe, tell a friend if you didn't like it, tell an enemy. And